Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this Saturday morning? Good, I hope. Okay. You were south of me, west of me, or north of me? Oh, Brown City. Okay. I used to have relatives lived in Brown City. The Murrays up in Brown City. My uncle was my dad's brother was a full-time janitor, maintenance supervisor at the high school up there. Hey, Justin. Good morning. How are you doing today, Justin?
All right, so is that working? Yeah,
Yep,
had the
I can
wrong
hear you
button.
now. So what's going on? Anything?
I don't
I know,
know.
I know you probably joined Ed last night on his live stream, didn't you?
Yeah, I was over there.
How late did he go?
I think it was only like 11:30 or something.
Okay.
Wasn't too late.
When I got out of here, got off, I went over, sat in my chair, and woke up at midnight.
Oh man,
Sound tired?
I just woke up a little while ago and then I had to call and pay my toll that I owed. They sent me a notice like a month ago and I forgot to fucking pay it. And then they sent me another one like, you need to pay it now. Fine, then, geez. What's up, FTFO Nick? Was it? I think. Waiting for something to come in the mail today, and then I gotta go do some errands later today.
What do you got coming in the mail today?
Just some more filament.
It's going to be delivered on a Sunday? Oh, today's
That's
Saturday.
It's kind of yeah.
Hello, hello.
Post office still delivers on Sundays, but they only deliver priority packages.
Yeah.
They don't go from house to house. It's just specific houses they go to. I got one more roll of filament coming in, so I'll have 6 new rolls.
I think TJ's working today and tomorrow, right?
I don't know.
Or did he have today off and he works tomorrow? I don't know.
I have no idea. I gotta run to Walmart, do a couple things later. A little bit of grocery shopping.
So that's your plan today? You got to go do a little shopping, or you just kind of hanging out and waiting for your delivery?
I'm waiting until my stuff gets delivered, then I'm gonna go. It's supposed to be delivered around.
Now, are you
12 or
getting
something.
everything you ordered, or is it coming separately?
I'm just getting the filament today, the last roll of filament I've been waiting on, and then
Oh, okay.
the parts. I don't know when the parts are gonna be here because they keep switching the days. One day it says Tuesday, next day it says Wednesday. I don't know when it comes. It took forever to get out of New York. They were fucking bouncing around in New York for like a day
Really?
and a half. Yeah. All Thursday and most of Friday, they were just bouncing around from distribution to distribution center in New York. They finally left New York. Now they're in North Carolina, I think. So, what's up, Dusty? Mm. How come you didn't come in last night, Dusty?
Good morning, Dusty.
I was freaking tired last night. I got off. I fell right to sleep. I didn't take any naps or anything yesterday, so I was freaking up for almost 24 hours.
I bet TJ still hasn't played with his truck. I've never been into RC trucks. Have you,
When
Justin?
I was a kid, yeah, I haven't since I've been an adult now. When I was a kid, my dad used to go to Radio Shack every year and buy whatever RC car was real popular at the time.
Okay.
Christmas. I had some friends in high school that were homeschooled, and they were homeschooled all the way up through elementary and middle school, and then they went to high school. Hey, Doug, you gonna come out, or are you just gonna sit in there all day?
Your little buddy.
And he's just poking his head out of his cave, staring at me.
You pretty
He's
much let
shed.
him come and go as he likes, right?
Yeah, he's shedding on his back, so he's not really wanting to be held right now. Being a little turd, he keeps hiding inside his cave. Yeah, I had a cousin that was homeschooled most of his life, and he went fucking wild when he got into high school. He also went to high school and public school, and he was kind of, I'd say, seemed like he was mentally behind a couple years of his period. 'Cause he went all wild when he got into high school.
Is there any change in Doug's appetite when he's shedding or whatever? Or just stays the same.
Not really. When he first went through his first couple sheds, his appetite dropped a little bit, but now he's still eating like crazy.
So he's eating all the bugs you give him, huh?
Yeah, he ate a bunch of greens yesterday too. Aubrey was in there hand feeding him greens.
Good morning, people.
Good morning, David.
I just thought I'd pop in before football kicks off in an hour. Well,
Who's
40 minutes.
playing?
Preston North End versus Watford.
Who's favored to win?
Preston North End, obviously. My team.
Now that's a 20-minute game.
No. 45 minutes first half, 45 minutes second half,
Okay, so it's an hour and a half.
and a 15-minute break.
Want to come out, man, or are you just gonna sit there? Come on.
Vinny is out of the cage right next to me.
Vinny's out of the cage now?
Yeah, he's out of the cage right next to me.
Oh, wow. Does he kind of keep an eye on you?
Oh, yeah. He likes biscuit or digestive.
Well, I know that Doug over there with Justin is kind of watching him out of the cage, and like he doesn't know if he wants to come out or not.
He's poking his head out of his little hole in his cave.
Yeah.
Staring
Well,
at me,
yeah, Vinny
deciding whether
didn't
he
want
wants
to
to come out.
come out this morning. He was a bit
Apprehensive.
like he went a bit backwards, after yesterday. But then after he come out, I put him on top of his cage and he just seemed happy. So I put his food up there. And now he's just happy watching videos and everything else.
Buddy, you want to come out? Or are you just gonna sit in there?
In
How's
40
his
minutes, he's
how's
gonna-
his diet, David? Is he pretty good?
Last few days he was eating some of his food okay, but not on big scale. Today he's just eating.
Oh, good. It's good for him.
You little turd, come here.
And Laura brought me a cup of tea in, and all eyes was focused on that cup of tea. It was like, where's that going? Is that for me? Every time I pick it up, he follows it.
There you go. You can have a couple worms.
You can't drink cups of tea, mate. I'm guessing at his other place he used to have cups of tea, but they're not good for him because of the milk.
Oh, but birds aren't good with milk.
Now,
What about Doug? Does he like milk products at all?
I don't feed him milk products.
he's not allowed them.
He's on a very strict diet.
Okay. So it's just mostly greens and
Protein.
Got a question for you, Justin. He likes crickets, yeah?
Yeah.
What does he eat first? The batsman, the umpire, or the fielders?
Whatever gets closest to him. Dude, I put some crickets in there yesterday, and they all ran behind his cave. So I pulled the cave back away from the wall, and he went back there. It was a fucking killing field. He was back there. He fucking ate about a dozen of them.
Really?
Yeah, he's a wild boy. You don't want to come out though. He's being a little turd hiding in his cave. Been trying to get him.
One of
back
our
out to
local
see me.
pet stores, they've got little dogs, like little lizards, and they put the crickets in, and one cricket sat on its head,
What's up, Donald?
right? The lizard couldn't get to
So
it.
couldn't eat them, huh?
It was there for 5 days on his
Wow.
head. And eventually the shopkeeper went, I just can't do it. I cannot let the lizard eat it. So he actually caught the little cricket and put it out. Let it go. He said, anything that can last 5 days on someone's head without moving is a clever shit and deserves to have a life.
They'll climb up on Doug. He'll fucking fling him off, and then it grabs him. There was one
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, sitting on his head, and he fucking whipped his head, man. He threw it across the cage and then ran after it.
You know what the worst bit is? He's probably let it go out the shop and it's gone straight across the road and got splattered.
Yeah, or a fucking bird ate it real quick. Doug has gotten so fucking big. Oh my god, he's huge now.
It's actually quite strange. We've got very little grass here in front of our block of flats. But in the summer months, the noise from the grasshoppers is immense. So if you're ever short of any, just let me know.
Well,
When I
would
was at
Doug eat a grasshopper?
It's just a cricket.
Yeah,
Well, it's a bigger
I-
cricket.
he'd eat any bug that if it was in his pen. Certain bugs aren't good for him though, but he'd still eat it.
So he'd eat a fly and everything like that?
Anything he sees move, he'll go after. When I put my fingers in there, he runs up and he licks my finger with his tongue. He goes, "Bleh." He doesn't try to bite it. He'll always lick my finger with his tongue. And I stick my fingers in there to try to get him to crawl up on me. It's kind of like the way dogs smell. That's how they kind of like get the scent of people. And then I was at the pet store yesterday, and I was over getting crickets, and they had little baby bearded dragons in there, and they had little tiny one, and he was up on the glass trying to get out. I wanted to hold him, but I was like, I can't take you home. Mine will eat it. Mine will eat you.
I shall move my cup of tea over this side of the desk. I just noticed a couple of seeds coming down, and it turns out he's taking seeds out of his food bowl and trying to drop them into my cup of tea.
He's cooking.
If I can't have it, you can't have it.
Yeah, look how big he's gotten. Now he was laying his body out. He likes to like flatten his body out. But
He's
yeah,
gotten big.
yeah, his fucking tail is probably alone. His tail is probably at least 4 or 5 inches long.
How much do you figure he weighs right now?
Probably maybe 2 pounds. But you can see, this is his normal color here, right? You see on his legs and his tail, and then you see his head, and you can see how his body's real dark.
Yep.
That's where he's shedding right there.
That's the skin being ready to be peeled off, huh?
Right.
Look at that poor cricket there near his tail.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah.
But once he sheds, he'll be really bright red and brown like that. Once this comes off. But you can see where it's like his tail's already shedded, his legs have already shedded, his head.
See, Justin, that cricket needs to be rescued and let out. Look how clever it is. He's gone. I'm a piece of shedded skin.
That cricket's gone already.
That cricket got 8.
No, he lets me know when he wants to come out. He'll do what we call glass surf, and he'll get up on the door and he'll scratch.
East Coast said that Justin knows what 5 inches looks like.
Why? He's never seen anything 5 inches.
When I put the tip in, Dusty.
Dusty's poking.
Yeah, one of the other progresses from Vinny today, he's now standing on one leg, which is a sign of comfort. Means he feels secure.
Well, yeah, he's got a new home. He's happy.
Yeah, the other birds are not happy though.
Do you think the guy was abusing him or just not taking care of
He
him?
was, she wasn't.
And you think it was just him?
Because
it was her bird, right?
Yeah. So I got a few emails back off her the other night saying about he now wants to get rid of his African greys and stuff, and she don't want to get rid of them and everything. I'm like, I can't take an African grey in as well. And then this morning she messaged to ask for an update, and I told her that he'd been out and sat on my hand and everything, and she said, "I'll message you when my partner's not in." So, yes, definitely some domestic abuse going on there.
Well, what did she look like? Was she unkempt and whatever?
Tracksuit or tracky bottoms and t-shirt with holes at the bottom. Not a very clean t-shirt.
How old would she be?
In her 30s.
Okay.
About Laura's age. but when I was there, he was literally hovering like a hawk. Yeah, he would, even though his mate had turned up, he didn't leave to go and talk to his mate. Yeah, he just rung his mate and said, I'll come over to you later." Right,
So he's just
mate.
real controlling. Feeling.
He's
Yeah.
a control freak. Yep. Well, the thing of it is, if he was abusing the birds, he's probably abusing her too.
Exactly.
Those ones are the best to confront though, because a lot of times a guy confronts them and they don't want nothing to do with it.
Well, the funny thing was when we went into the I had to put a long jumper on to make sure he didn't bite my arms, and I put a glove on so didn't hurt his wings, and that's how he cuddled into my hand.
Well, I'm kind of imagining, David, that every day he's going to become a little bit more friendly, a bit more at ease.
Oh, so
If
He's
he's
just
already at
he's
ease,
not used to it now.
yeah, but if he's already as at much ease now, yeah, a week will go by, he'll be good. If he's already showing signs that he's getting comfortable, he'll be all right.
but the good thing is he's not plucked any feathers. He's just doing his natural cleaning.
That's what I'm saying. You give him like a week and he'll be like he never was at that house.
Yeah, I hope so.
No, he will. It's just like, I mean, it's just like anything else. When he gets comfortable and he realizes he's in a safe place, everything will become second nature to him, and he'll get calm and he'll be all right.
I did watch him try to scratch his head. He had an itch this morning and he was scratching one side of his head, and then it must have started itching on the other side. But instead of putting his foot down and swap feet, he literally got his leg right over the back of his head, like scratching his ear on the other side. It was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So he was reaching over, huh?
I think he'll be all right. Because I mean, like I said, if he's already showing signs of being comfortable, that's good then.
Yeah.
So. Same when you rescue a dog and it's real finicky the first couple weeks, and once it realizes, hey, I can kind of free now to do whatever and not get.
But I have
abused,
noticed all these feathers are coming back through already, so I don't think that is proper plucking. I actually think he's been through some sort of trauma. Maybe they were pulling feathers out.
That's fucked up.
Because there are bird owners that think that that's a way of taming the bird, and it isn't. It's just
Pluck
cruel.
his feathers?
Yeah, just pluck.
I've never
If
heard
it
of
bites
that.
you pluck a feather apparently to stop it biting. It's not. It doesn't stop them biting. All you're doing is causing them stress and fear.
I've never heard of anybody doing that, but that's crazy.
Now I have. That's what I think that is. It's like a little control thing from that fucking guy, I bet. But he's doing good.
That's good to hear.
Oh, you're never going to believe this. We've been visited by an alien object.
What?
Yeah. It's literally just hovering above the UK. It's like this bright white yellowy ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called the sun. It's the first time since New Year's Day that it's been seen.
Morning.
You got the sun, Mark?
Kind of. It's cloudy, but there's sun there.
Yeah. It's like an alien object, isn't it?
But it was -1 this morning.
I don't know what it was this morning, but the guy with the van out the front, he was not impressed. He came out and all you heard was him like, "What the fucking hell's going on here?" He couldn't get his van door open. So I've got a feeling someone's taking a whiz up the side of his van and it's frozen.
I don't know. It says it's currently 5 degrees, feels like -3.
Yeah. Currently 6 degrees, feels like 1.
And it's actually going to get down to -3 today.
I think ours is -5 this evening.
Well, it's fucking.
But we're on the East Coast, so
Yeah.
And the cold weather's coming from the east.
Meanwhile, it's getting fucking hot in Florida again. Yeah. Fucking hate it.
Swap you.
I'll swap you in a minute, dude. I love the cold. I hate the heat.
You'd like it
Growing
if it under 30 degrees.
It wouldn't
Now-
bother me.
They've changed it. We were only going to drop down to 2 degrees, but feels like -7.
Dude, I grew up in the desert, so I like the cold weather because I didn't grow up around it. Well, I can't. It did get cold in the desert. It's fair share, but
Yeah, at night.
during the summers, it was like really brutal.
I didn't come on last night. I was falling asleep. For a change. On Ed's, that is.
Like I said, I only lived about a half hour from one of the hottest spots in the world, so I was right on the edge of it.
Here's trouble.
Hey, Ed.
That's why so many ally countries like to come over here and do training in our deserts because it gives you really good training for that.
Did you say ally countries? Do you have any allies? Even our fucking Prime Minister was on one this morning. Although I think you may agree with what he said. He said that the European Union can no longer rely on the support of the US. So they either need to up the military gain or be taken over. Just allow them to be taken over.
The thing is a lot of European countries have gotten really comfortable with us pretty much protecting them for the last 50, 60 years. And they let their own militaries pretty much go in the dirt because of it.
Yeah.
But then when we ask, hey, you mind giving us a little bit more money for doing it? Then everybody wants to flip the fuck out and get an attitude.
Well, it's not just that. It's like with when Iraq went into Kuwait, the only two countries that stood up and went, "Yeah, we'll help," was UK and France.
Well, and the thing is all these bases that we have in Germany and stuff, they ain't paying for that. The taxpayers over here pay for that.
Yeah.
And then when we tell them, hey, you need to spend a little bit more money on your military, then the whole European Union starts flipping the fuck out about it.
Yeah, but you might have picked the wrong country when you picked Germany, because Germany is one of the countries that spend the most on its military.
You're not compared to the US and GDP though.
Yeah, they spend 9% of their GDP.
No, at one point they were spending less than 2%. And then after Trump flipped out on them a few months back, they all upped it. And most of the countries have gone to a minimum 5 now.
Germany's always been 5%. Now it's up to 9%. UK and France dropped down to 2% and now gone back up.
See, we only spend about 3-4% of our GDP, and that's at almost $1 trillion. Because this year our budget is expected to go to 1.2 trillion, I think.
You've got a hell of a lot more military than everybody else has got.
Well, it's not that they've got a lot more money. So when they spend, so like for the likes of Germany and the UK, 5% of GDP is probably a couple of billion, maybe a trillion or something. Yeah.
Not even close.
5% of the US GDP is probably 5-10 trillion. It's a hell of a lot more than ours because even though it's still 5%, the GDP is bigger.
Well, if you add up all the 14 next countries below us, they only equal about what we pay every year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Russia only spends like 160 billion a year on their military. Roughly.
Well, they're spending a
around
lot more than
figure.
that at the moment.
China's about 200 and
Although
260 was what was reported last time.
Yeah,
if the US do go in against Iran, I do think Russia's going to fold. It's because
Oh, Russia.
the only
ain't
other
gonna do
countries it can rely on is North Korea, who have sent troops and they know they've sent troops and they're not even trained in combat. They're good at marching, but they're not trained in combat. And then you've got China, who are just providing the basics.
Yeah,
And I
but the
don't-
problem is other countries really can't afford to do the research and development that the
Yeah.
US can, though, too. You're talking about one fighter jet can be a 9-figure price tag.
Yeah, but
in
what
research
I'm
and
saying,
development.
if
That's a lot of money.
if the US do go into Iran, the support Iran is giving Russia with its drones and everything, Russia will be fucked, especially in Ukraine.
See, that's the difference between the US and even a lot of the European countries, right? The US can afford to do research and development on hundreds of projects at once, where a lot of European countries, they'll focus on one project. They'll do like maybe a fighter jet, or they'll do like maybe a tank, but they can't afford to do a fighter jet, a tank, a new carrier, a new
Actually,
destroyer, new nuclear
the
sub.
two countries that
It's too expensive.
Yeah, but the two countries that actually compete with, well, not compete, but actually work with the US on inventing shit and testing stuff and that is the UK and Australia.
Oh yeah. It's a partnership, but without U.S. funding, they wouldn't be able to afford to do it. Is what I'm saying, because it's like I said, the UK can't afford to focus on building a new aircraft carrier, a new fighter jet, a new tank. It's too expensive in research and development to try to do all those projects at once.
Well,
So
just
most
think,
European countries will focus on one or the other. They'll do one
We
thing
launched-
at a time.
we launched a carrier a couple of years ago, didn't we?
we've got a few.
Yeah, it's
Got-
the Queen. Was it the Queen Elizabeth or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
But
No,
the problem with your guys,
the Queen Elizabeth is a ocean liner.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
There's another one as well.
No, I know what you're on about. It's HMS Summit.
Was it Sheffield? No, not Sheffield. But when you work
You have
out,
you have the HMS Queen Elizabeth and you have the HMS
Yeah.
Prince of Wales.
Oh,
You
that's
only
the
have
one.
two.
They
they're
came
both-
out. They were. Oh wait.
And they're both jump ski carriers that are run off diesel, which makes them very limited.
The Type 26 class fight frigates.
Because unfortunately, the jump ski carriers like China uses, where you have to launch off of a jump to get your plane off of the ground instead of using a catapult system, it limits your amount of fuel and it limits your amount of weapons you can carry on a
Right,
plane. So
so-
it limits the range on your planes.
Right. So HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales, they're launching this year. They are one's a launch thing and one's just
What's up,
a
Lance?
runway.
What's up, Jim?
And then you've got two others coming out, HMS Glasgow, which is going to be a Type 26 City class frigate, and there's quite a few of them being built, and Type 31 inspirational class frigate, starting with HMS Ventura. And they're doing some Type 45 destroyers, HMS Defender and Duncan. And the submarines is the Final Astute, the first Dreadnought class ballistic missile submarine.
Yeah, it's like our Ohio class submarines. We got 8 of those, or 9 of them, I think. No, was it 9? But there's always like 4 on patrol around the world at all times. Like they're never all in port at the same
Wait up
time.
a goddamn minute.
I think there's 8. There might be 9.
We're building a new base to track Russia. And also, we've launched our warships to the Arctic. When did that happen? Well, that went under
Oh
the
no,
radar.
there's 14 of them, and there's always 8 on patrol around the world. There's 18 in total, but 14 serve as ballistic missile submarines, with 8 on patrol at all times.
Right, so our ships that were on the way to the Middle East have been turned and they're off towards the Arctic Circle.
Well, a bunch of U.S. Counter, electronic warfare planes have been landing in Germany the last couple days.
And Norway have buying a £10 billion deal for anti-submarine warships. And the UK are building them.
See, we don't actually use necessarily ships for that anymore. We use that P-8 Poseidon plane.
Yeah.
And it's
But
like
the
a
point
big
is-
ass airliner that's got electronic.
If you're going
shit
to
in it.
want to build
Hello,
an
JDS.
anti-submarine warship, why would you pick a country that has submarines? Because you can guarantee they're going to put something in there to stop them tracking the UK submarines. And if they don't, then there's something wrong.
Because we're using P-8 Poseidon planes now. They're called the submarine hunters, and they
I think
drop
we've got them,
buoys in
haven't we?
they
We've
drop
got submarine
buoys in the
hunters.
water. Well, what they do is they fly around and they got like really high tech advanced electronic shit in it, and it drops buoys in the water as it's flying around, and that's how it detects the submarine.
I mean, I suppose they are high tech, but they're not as high tech as the TV detector van.
That's the same shit they used to use to try to catch illegal ham radio operators.
No. There's the BBC keep claiming they've got these high tech BBC TV detector vans, right? And you'll see this van pull up. It has TV license written along the side, and sticking out the top is one of them old wire coat hangers just spinning around.
Like I said, it's like the shit they used to use back in like the day when they were trying to catch like illegal radio stations and illegal like ham radio operators and shit.
No, they were pirate radio stations. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that fucking
Radio
show.
UK?
Malcolm in the
Radio
Middle.
Carol.
Yeah, there was that TV show over here called Malcolm in the Middle, and the dad was fucking finds his old radio equipment in the garage, so he decides to rehook it up. And he's running an illegal radio station, but it only broadcasts like a half a mile from the house. He ends up getting arrested by the feds.
I remember 10 years ago when they brought them little FM transmitter things that you could plug into your phone. It's a headphone socket, and then it would send a radio frequency signal to your car radio.
Yeah.
And that could cover up to half a mile. And I remember the BBC kicking off saying that they wanted everybody that had one to have a music license.
Yeah, that was like one of the first like types of Well, I don't want to say it was Bluetooth, but it was like a version of Bluetooth back in the
Yeah.
day. It's the same way the drive-in movie theaters do it now. You just tune into a certain radio station instead of having a speaker at each car.
Yeah.
They just broadcast it through a radio station. JD got himself or JDS got himself a car with a camera on it. Looks
Yeah.
like he's
So
driving
I
through his
watched the video
neighbor's
the other day. It
apartment.
was funny as shit.
He's driving through his neighbor's apartment.
Was it his neighbour's apartment?
No, I'm just saying.
Because he drove it through his own the other day, I'm sure. Is that the same one I
Seems to
watched?
have- It has good video though. It's decent video. How much did you pay for it?
It's not one I watched. Oh, we speeded it up so we can't work out where all the rooms are.
Yeah. Thanks for mapping out your apartment for me on YouTube. Appreciate it. I'll be there to get all your toys later.
He says he lives in an apartment, yeah? Over here, you're not allowed to have wooden floor in apartments. All right,
Oh,
you're not
yeah.
supposed to have wooden floor in apartments.
That's normal over here. A lot of apartment complexes
Yeah,
are
but-
using wood now instead of carpet because then they don't have to change.
No,
the
in
matting.
apartments, they prefer you to have carpet so it acts as a sound barrier.
Like Joe's apartment complex, he's one of the few apartments that still has carpet because he's lived there so long. But all the other apartments all now have hardwood floors. So if they ever change out Joe's carpet, they go switch to hardwood.
I wouldn't move to hardwood. It allows
Well,
it allows any breeze to go across your carpet, across your
It
floor.
all depends too on how well the structure's built. Because I've been in apartment complexes where it don't matter if it's fucking carpet, you can hear every step somebody does. And then
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
in other
A
ones,
lot of the
you can't
modern
hear the
ones.
neighbor at all.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of
the
them.
condo I lived in Vegas, it was concrete floors in between the floors, so you couldn't hear the neighbors at all. Like, I don't care if you
Yeah.
jumped up and down, you didn't feel the floor bow or anything. It didn't do anything.
My house was built in 1917, and when I walk across certain parts of the floor, you hear the creak, creak, creak.
This house,
You ever-
this flat was built in the 1960s, and apart from the cracks everywhere, you don't hear much. The only thing I hear is when upstairs, who have got wooden floor against the rules, but we're not complaining because they're decent neighbours. When they walk around in high heels, you can hear that. But the rest of the time, you don't hear jack shit. Great video, JDS.
Yeah, whenever I lived in an apartment, I always liked having a downstairs apartment because I can get used to people walking around to where it doesn't bother me, But I like to be able to walk around on the floor and not have to worry about somebody below me getting pissed off,
Mm.
We was like that when we lived in Wickford. We was always conscious about the sounds going through, so we actually bought them rubber mats to go underneath the wash machine, and we lifted up all the carpet and put extra padded underflooring under. And the woman was still complaining. I forgot it was FA Cup weekend.
I think my house was built in
Uh,
1932, 33.
JDS, go into your videos in your YouTube studio and turn comments on. You got it set for kids, that's why. You need to go in there into your YouTube studio and set your preferences to not for kids. And it'll turn your comment sections all on. Unless that's the way you wanted it.
Hey, Mark, have you seen the big local derby near you today?
No, what's that?
Manchester City versus Salford.
Oh yeah, Salford City. Yeah,
The FA Cup.
FA Cup. Yeah.
Well, is Manchester the one that's supposed to lose the game?
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah.
It won't happen. They beat the last team 9-0.
Oh, really?
Oh no, wait, it was 9-1. They scored in the last minute, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think it was Exeter. But like everybody says, it seems that Man City always seem to get to the finals because they always get the lower teams. Very much nearly there. All that afternoon, everything else. Oh, West Ham beat Burton 1-0. It's a shame that they split up the Welsh League into a North and South. Because there used to be one game that the commentators hated. Carmarthen Town versus Carnarvon Town.
Yeah.
All right, JDS, just in case you don't know how to do it, I'm just going to show you real quick. Go to your settings down here. And then go to
And then there was that game a few years ago.
channel.
4-5,
settings,
East 5-4.
and then click this as a personal preference. And then save it. And then that will keep your comment sections turned on. I'll tell you, where's one thing I can't stand when I go to a fucking video and they got the comments turned off. That shit is annoying. Especially when you want to like leave a good comment or ask a question and you can't. And it's like,
Especially
fuck.
when you want to bitch at them.
Well, not even that. Like you might have a general, like legit question you want to ask about a product or something, and they got the comments turned off and you can't fucking ask them. And it's like, all right, I'm not going to your channel no more because I can't interact with you at all. Some people do it by mistake though. They don't realize that they said it like that. But you can't really tell them because you can't interact with them.
Yeah.
So
You got to set it when you download the video.
well,
But
you can set it as a
you used to be able
personal.
to do it. You used to be able to do it in managed videos.
Yeah, but what you can do it too is you can go into your preferences and set it as a permanent preference, so it always stays like that. That way you don't have to do it every time you upload a video. Otherwise, it's going to ask you every single time, and you're going to have to click it every time.
Right, okay, guys, football's about to kick off, so I'll see you all later.
Okay, David. Good luck.
I'll have you switched on in the background so I can listen to your bullshit, Justin.
Shut up.
When we used to go up to Carnoustie playing golf, we used to go up into our Brove chippy in a pub. And there was a guy there that swore that their football team was actually called Arbroath Nils because they never managed to score.
Yeah, I had a guy that had a. I was watching his videos on some computer stuff, and he had his comments turned off. Luckily, he had an email, and I emailed him and asked him. I said, you know, I had a question, but you got your comment section turned off. He was like, oh, crap. He didn't even realize it. But luckily, I was able to get a hold of him through his email and tell him. So he went in and fixed it so you could comment on his videos. Because you'll get a lot of dislikes on videos if people can't comment on it. Like, I understand if you're running a kids channel, something like that, you should definitely have them turned off. so you don't get weirdos coming in there saying shit. But
Yeah.
Who knows?
if
What?
you're doing reviews, you definitely want it turned on. Though. Mark, the only thing I like about the Pebble Beach tournament is they play 3 different courses. They need to play the same course.
No, they're only playing 2.
He said they need to play the same courses the way I like it as a viewer.
I think last week at was it? They were playing one. I think it was last week or the week before where they played 3 different courses and then played the final on the big course, the last round. But this year it's 2 courses at Pebble Beach, and they play with amateurs for the first 2 days as well. So then today it's just at Pebble Beach. It's just the pros.
DJ at Stadium course. Yes, 3 courses, then I don't like it. What Lance said.
They do the same kind of thing at one of the competitions up in Scotland as well. I think it's the Alfred Dunhill.
I got my toll paid today. I don't have to worry about that no more. They got their $6. They can stop sending me letters in the mail bitching about it. Can't
Sounds like
stand this.
one of my neighbours home. I just heard him backing his van into his driveway. He's got one of them squat boxes on it when it's in reverse.
Oh, like the delivery vans have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen that. I've seen a few people's cars that have them now.
You can buy an actual light bulb that has a built-in beeper that you can replace your reversing light with so that it beeps when you put it on.
I don't know that. Because I've seen some just random cars here and there have had them. I don't know if that's something they added or if that was like came from the factory like that. Or I've seen some a couple of Teslas with it on there too.
Yeah, I used to have one of them on me Shogun.
Yeah, I should put one on my car because that fucker's quiet when you're backing up in the electric. You can't hear shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Even when the motor's on, it's super quiet. Like the motor's really, really quiet. The only difference you can tell between the electric and the gas motor is you'll feel a little light vibration in the car, from the motor. But other than that, you really can't tell the difference between the two.
Until you rev it.
Oh, yeah. If I like haul ass, yeah, you feel it. It's nice when you take off from a stoplight because it uses the electric motors and the fucking will take the fuck off and then kick in the gas. I gotta
Yeah.
watch it when it's raining out because all that torque in them electric motors.
The electric motors use horsepower and full torque from the very beginning instead of like a petrol engine builds up to its maximum power.
Yeah, I had to turn the EV off the other day because it was, or what was it, about a week or so ago. It was raining out because I kept fucking going to take off and I was barely pushing the gas and I was fucking sliding.
Wheels spinning.
Yeah. I turned it off until I got to where I was going and turned it back on.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm gonna go. I need some new tires. My front tires are starting to get bald, so I'm gonna go here in a couple weeks when I get my taxes back. I'm just gonna go get a whole new set of tires put on.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it for until next year. That's normally what I do. I just go every year and get a whole new set of tires, and I'll keep one of the tires or two of them if they're still pretty good.
God,
I'll
I
throw
knew
them in the garage.
a set of tires should last you 4 or 5 years.
Not as much driving as I do.
Hmm.
Well, it depends on how expensive you go with the tires because they're all rated for different amount of miles.
Mm.
So, and I'm not really very good at rotating my tires. I don't really do it, so like I should.
I've never ever rotated tires.
Yeah, I don't tend to do it like I should. Because like if you go out to my car right now, the front tires, they're not like bald or anything. They still got plenty of tread on them. But if you look at my back tires got way more tread on them because it's a front wheel drive. So
But when you rotate the new tires, because they've got the tire pressure valves on, you've got to reassign all the tires to where you put them, or else you get in the wrong readings.
well, they do that. They do that at the tire shop.
Ah.
And usually when I go to Discount Tire, they usually, if whenever you buy a whole set of tires, usually they'll throw in 4 new sensors for you. And they'll just replace them out for you. They don't even charge you for it. It's like a deal they do. If you get a whole new set, they'll throw in a set of sensors for you. So they'll put all new ones in and reprogram them and all that stuff.
Where do you go for tires?
Discount Tire.
Discount? I didn't know if you went to Bell Tire or Discount Tire or.
No, I like Discount Tire, one, because they're super fucking fast and they're cheaper than everybody else. Even when I was working at Walmart and I had my 10% discount on tires, they were still cheaper.
Cheaper than what you could get them where there.
Yeah, with my discount. So I just go there when I want to get tires.
Wow.
Because you pull up there because that's all they do is tires and they have new sets of rims and tires. That's it. That's all they do. If you want to buy a set of rims from them, you can. They'll put them on your car, but they don't do anything else.
Yeah, most of our places do tires and exhausts.
But what they'll do is you'll pull up in there and 3 or 4 guys will jump on your car and they'll have all 4 tires done in like 20 minutes.
Mm.
And they'll have your car
Each
back
one
off
of
the
them will
lift
do a
ready to
tire,
go.
right?
Yeah, they'll have like anywhere between 2 to 4 guys will jump on your car and they'll all grab a tire and boom, boom, boom. Because they got 5 or 6 bays with all the same machines in each bay. So if they don't have multiple cars in there, they'll all jump on your car and they'll have it done in 20 minutes.
I would think a Saturday though, they'd be really busy.
I don't know. I just go in whenever I get my taxes back and have them do it. If you buy tires, you get life tire balance and rotation. Yeah, and I never go in and do it. But their warranty on their tires is really good too. Like I bought a set of tires last year, and I think there was 4. No, I didn't buy them last year. It was the year before because last year we ended up getting a new car. But I paid like 400 and something for the tires. It was like I think they were like 120 a piece, so it was almost 500. And they threw in a free set of sensors, and then I think I paid an extra $10 per tire for the warranty. And then when I actually had gotten a bubble in the sidewall, I took it in and they only charged me $15 more for a new tire. So I only paid $25 for a new tire with the warranty, which isn't bad at all. So
Well, I think I need a whole new set of tires, but I definitely probably need tires on the back of my Tahoe. Because I haven't done anything with the tires, and I've had that Tahoe now for 5, 6, 7 years.
you've never changed the tires?
No,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you don't do much.
you never
You
do
don't
any
do.
mileage. You don't go
Yeah,
any.
no,
Yeah,
I
he
don't.
only
I
goes.
don't. I only drive about 3 to 5,000 miles a year. You know.
Yeah.
If that, I mean, most of your driving is just going down to the thing and back. That's only a couple
Yeah.
miles each way. I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing about 1,000 miles a year, maybe 2,000 at the most. Because I mean,
Could
you
be.
do little side quests here where you'll go to the doctors or something like that.
Yeah, it's like I got to go to the funeral home tomorrow, and then a funeral on Monday for Terry London, my old partner in when I had the deli in the mall.
Well, we can tell anyway, because you got to have the MOT test done every year, and they put the mileage down on it, so you can see how many miles a car has done every year by looking for its MOT records.
See, we don't have to do that. We don't have to have an
Well,
inspection.
here it's different for each state.
Yeah.
Each state has different requirements in driving. I don't know. Last time I went into discount and I had a nail in the tire 3 or 4 years ago, they didn't charge me anything to patch it. Because they covered it up to a certain amount of miles. I think it was like if you got something in the first 5,000 miles or something, a nail or something, they'd patch it for free. I don't know. I like discount. And they're very, very good. The one here is very good. The manager in
AZ
there is a
said the
really
same
nice
thing. He
guy.
says, go discount tire, good prices and great service.
Yeah, they like I said, in my area they're great, and they're right down the street from here too. Like they're right next to the Legoland. They're only like a maybe less than a half a mile away.
East Coast says you can drive a tank down the road if you can get a plate for it in Florida. I know some states you have to have an annual inspection done on your car, right?
Yeah, I think you've got some states where they have to do that.
Lance says they have one right next to his school, but not much longer. LOL, because Lance is retiring. I don't know. Everybody says that you're not retiring, Lance. That this is all talk.
The system wasn't mapped. It was accessed normally. That's why no security was trapped. Every station needs a personal passkey to log into their specific system. Whose station is this?
Oh yeah, California, you gotta get inspections. So New York, that's another one you gotta do. Or AZ said they only have to do a smog inspection.
Mm.
We don't have to do shit in Florida. We just have to pay the $30 and register my fucking car. As long as my insurance is good and I have a valid license, that's all I need. I just go up to a little kiosk, put $30 on, fucking prints me out a sticker, I throw it on my plate, I'm good to go. I don't even have to talk to anybody. Florida makes it so easy. They said you don't even have to talk to a person. You just walk up to a little kiosk and put all your information and do it right there. Prints you out a new registration, gives you a sticker, and you go throw it on your plate, throw the registration in the glove box, and you're out the door. Takes like 5 minutes. And you can either do a 1 year or 2 year registration. It's up to you. I always do 1 year just in case something happens to the car. I don't want to pay that extra $30. I know I always just do the 1 year registration because I'm like, well, I don't know if we'll have the car in 2 years, so I don't want to spend the extra $30 if I don't have to. I think I pay $32 a year.
So Lance has already nailed down his last day. It's going to be June the 17th of this year.
That must be when they break up summer.
Nice. We get out in May, so that might be around his.
Yeah, some places go like here in Port Huron. I think the last day of school is until like the 15th or 16th of June.
Yeah, he starts school later than I do, so yeah, he probably.
Yeah,
gets
that
out
we start school after Labor Day.
because we get out on the last week of May. The very last week we have Memorial Day off, and then we come back Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is our last day. Not like a 3-day weekend right before the last 3 days of school.
Yeah, our schools usually finish towards the end of June till the beginning of September.
Yeah, we get June, July, and half of August off. It's like 2.5. It's like 2.5 months. Let me go back in August. Like the third or last week of August, third week, I think.
Mm.
I'm actually kind of glad we don't have to deal with vacation time at work. We just don't do it because we get so much time off already. The only thing you have to monitor is just your sick time you get every year, I think.
So Ed, what are you up to today? You got something running to do?
No, just staying low. Wife
Hanging
is
out,
sick.
huh?
Wife is sick. I'm not feeling good, so just
Ah,
hanging low. Maybe order skip the dishes.
well, order in for some food and just kick back.
Yeah, that's what might be doing.
Well, Justin, I think I'm going to shut it down to give you a chance to go do your errands.
I'm not leaving for another 2 hours anyways.
Oh, you're not leaving for 2 hours? Well, we can leave it, keep going, but everybody's, I think
That's
Ed's
fine
looking
with
to
me.
kick back maybe.
I'm just saying I'm not leaving for another 2 hours. I gotta wait for the mail truck to get here, which don't.
Oh,
get here
that's right.
till,
You got the mail
12
coming.
o'clock. So. All right.
Little silicone brush pad for me printer arrived this morning.
Oh, is that for the cleaning to clean the head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has that little scratch pad on the back of the bed, and then it goes over the little rubber bristles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at maybe replacing that, but then I was really looking at it, and it doesn't even look like it's worn out at all. So I was like, oh, I don't need to replace that. I'll just leave that.
Well, it was only like £4.50. So it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, their parts aren't bad at all. The prices. They're a little bit more expensive if you get them like from Amazon, but the only upside to Amazon is you'll get them a lot faster.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about fucking holidays and shit because Bamboo uses the post office.
And so far, the stuff that I've ordered from Bamboo has arrived within like 4 days.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could have ordered all that shit from Amazon, but the 90 I paid for Bamboo, it probably would have cost me 130 on Amazon.
Mm.
But I would have had it yesterday if I would have ordered all of it. But with Bamboo, I'm not going to get it till like Tuesday or Wednesday because they went through the post office, and the post office has to close all the fucking time. So,
Well, the post office is closed
Yeah.
on Monday, isn't it? For President's Day.
The post office. That's what I hate about the post office, man. The post office needs to be open every fucking day. This whole closing on Sundays shit and all that needs to end. I mean, there's just too much commerce going around the world for them to be shutting down on Sundays.
Yeah, hire some more staff, get some people working.
It's not even that. Like I said, there's just too much commerce, too much mail moving around. I think it's stupid that they're closed on Sundays. They need to be open 24/7.
Jody says that he's in a pool tournament today.
They need to go ahead and privatize it.
Too cold to go in the pool.
Gotta shoot a good pool tournament. My best friend's parents were in pool tournaments. They used to do it all the time. He had a big ass professional pool table at his house we used to play on all the time.
When I was a kid, and I'm talking about when I was like 12, 11, 10, 12, something like that. My parents for Christmas time bought us a bumper pool table.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's got the things in the middle of it, and
Yeah. No, my friend's parents had a actual bar, like a pool table you'd see in a bar. It had the little coin slot thing and everything. And we used to play on it because his parents used to play in the pool tournaments all the time.
yeah.
But they had a whole professional pool set up in their house. I don't know if they still have it though. I haven't been to his house in years. But
I think you played pool on a table that's slightly bigger than ours.
I think the professional ones are 9 foot.
Yeah, I think ours are only 6x4. but the super tables, they're 12 by 6.
Who was that? That Ed that left?
Yeah, Ed left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest at pool. I can definitely play a game with somebody, but I'm not like fucking awesome at it or nothing. Me and the kids had a little one of those little kid pool tables for years that we always used to play together on when they were little. Had a air hockey table, a pool table, and it was something else. Ping pong, and there was one other game. I can't remember what it was. It was those little things you slide across the table and bump into each other. Can't remember the name of that game. It was a 4-in-1 table. It was actually a nice little table. It was all made out of wood and everything. Wasn't one of those cheap plastic ones.
Mm.
But it had all the like the little tiny mini pool balls and all that.
Yeah.
My son's rated as a double A player. I don't know what that means, but okay. Assuming that's good. I've watched a couple of those pool tournaments before, man. Some of them players are fucking good.
Mm. There's some good videos on YouTube of people doing trick shots at the pool and stuff like that.
I think doesn't TJ play in pool tournaments?
I don't
Only
know.
tournaments. He's
Okay.
supposed to be reasonably good though. I used to play for a pub team years ago when I could see. It's a bit more awkward when you can't tell where the edge of the ball is.
Oh, I could easily distract TJ if I was playing with him.
Yeah.
You know, fuck up his shots.
Yeah,
Tell him a
that's
dad
pretty
joke right when
good.
he's tell him a dad joke right when he's about to shoot the ball.
David will be happy. Preston are winning 1-0 against Watford.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Man City are winning 1-0 against Salford City.
What these parts to get here? Getting anxious. I want to get this thing put back together. I spent about another half hour after I got off of Ed's last night finishing painting that project I was working on.
Time did you go on till?
Do I?
Time did you go on till last night?
I think it was around 11:30, and then I was on the computer for about another 30 minutes, and I went and laid down. I fucking passed out almost immediately when I hit the bed. I tried watching that new Predator movie, and I got about 10 minutes into it and started falling asleep, so I turned it off and finished. I was finishing watching it right before Paul went live, and I got about 20 minutes left of it. I got to finish.
Yeah, I went to bed about half an hour before it started.
Yeah, I'm doing the cityscape of Tampa. So I'm like doing different colors. I'm gonna do it in 3 different colors.
Calling it in on the CAD system.
Yeah, I'm doing the ground around the buildings all brown,
Hmm.
brownish, light brownish color. And then I'm gonna leave the buildings all white so they kind of stick out, stand out. And then I'm doing all the roads in black.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to print you know how you can do like those little, like where you can do those full bed like test prints where you just do a couple layers of a color.
Mm.
I'm gonna do that in blue, and it's gonna go underneath it, and it's gonna be the fill in the waterways, like all the rivers
Yeah.
and stuff for Tampa Bay. And then I'm gonna print then I'll do the what do you want to call it, the frame separate. It looks pretty good right now. I'm just kind of going through it, seeing what I've missed, like detail wise, like
Yeah.
little pieces and stuff. I want to make sure I got it good. I don't want to fucking print it and then notice one of the roads didn't get painted or something like that, you know.
Mm. Aren't you going to need some green in there as well for trees and grass?
Well, it doesn't actually have anything like that.
Ah.
It's mainly just a layout of the city, just the
Right.
roads and the buildings. If it was more detailed like that, yeah, I would definitely do that. But
What's Dougie doing right now?
he is. What is he doing? Oh, he's still sitting in his cave. He's not paying attention to anybody.
Now you keep the cage door open so he can come and go, or what?
No,
Okay.
I don't do that because of the cats. I don't trust those little fuckers. And I don't want the cats harassing him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to feel uncomfortable, because then he'll start puffing his beard and get all pissed off. So
Mm.
I try not to put him around the other animals so it doesn't stress him out. But I
Now
don't
is
want
Sarah still talking about getting what does she want, a rabbit?
she's talking about it, but she ain't getting one.
Mhm.
Because that's something else we'd have to fucking worry about the fucking cats fucking with. I'm not doing all that. We got too many animals as it is. We don't need any more. Plus, Kelsey and Sarah talked me into bringing another fucking cat home 2 weeks ago. So,
He tackles messes throughout your home. Switch to Mr. Deep Eraser. The new Wegovy pill is now available.
Sarah knows I can't say no to her. So
Well, you better not. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
all right.
It's wound
Yeah.
down pretty good, and we'll see all of you again later today.
All right. See you later.
Justin, have a good trip, and hope you get your package.
Yep.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Later.